Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about what I do when I come across certain discs. I see a lot of discs that have some scratches. Maybe you look at them and you're like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure if that'll play. And sometimes with certain discs that have scratches and stuff like that on it, if you were to send it out like that, sometimes customers could get upset, leave you a bad negative review. You don't really want that, but yet at the same time, you feel bad passing up a disc when you see it, especially if it's out of print and it's worth some money. So what I do is I use the JFJ Easy Pro, this right here, to clean the disc off. Now, this particular machine, it's only about $100 to $120. You can get it on Amazon, you can get them on eBay, you can get it, I think even Walmart.com sells them. They're all roughly around the same price, but this one right here I've had for probably around 2 years, and it's totally, like, definitely made me tons of money in the fact of, like, not having to pass up on certain discs because of the scratches, and also customer wise, I mean, I'm able to list stuff as very good or like new, so it helps. It's totally worth getting. And anyhow, right now, as you can tell, I am running low on my solution here. Now, when you buy the JFJ Easy Pro, it comes with this right here. Basically, it comes with the pads that you use to clean it. This is if you were to have a disc that's really scratched up. But anyhow, I don't use these that much. I typically only use these regular pads here. And it comes with some solution itself. I don't really like that solution. It's okay. But when you start to try and to keep buying the solution, it's kind of pricey, and I like to make it myself. And basically all I use is this right here. This is just some Mother's synthetic wax. You can also use Mother's, their basic regular wax as well. Both of those work, and you could probably use Meguiar's or any other kind of car wax. And what I basically do is I like to mix it with some lens cleaner, which is what we have right here. It's the wax mixed with lens cleaner and also some water. And usually I just put them in these bottles here. But today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use an actual spray bottle. Let's see how this works out. Because sometimes the wax will get kind of like clogged up in these, so I thought maybe I'd try a different sprayer and see if that works out any better. And I'll let you know if it does. So we're going to mix up the wax. And also we're going to test out some discs. You may not be able to see what the disc, how the scratches. Sometimes it's hard to show the disc on camera, but anyhow. And while we're out here, I figured I'd go ahead and, this is kind of like my testing area where I test different games, game systems, and also where I fix the disc. But as you can see, I have a GameCube for testing GameCube games and NES. Here's just some games here. My son, he loves to play those, so I would never sell any of those, Ghosts and Goblins, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Metroid, Super C, Contra, Spy Hunter, of course Mario, and, Anyhow, these are my Wii U's, which I sell. We got an Atari. Also, I was telling you guys about the VHS DVD players. Here's one right here that I found this thing at a thrift store. I think it's America's Thrift Store. Anyhow, it's a Magnavox, and but yeah, the ones that record from VHS to DVD is the ones a lot of people like to buy, essentially because they can take old home movies and convert them to DVDs, which is really cool. But anyhow, I'm able to find these for, like, I think I bought this one. Yeah, here we go. America's Thrift Store, $12.99. It says VCR only working as is. Well, the funny thing about this one is, I guess when they took this in and tested it, it has a source on here, as you see the source button. And when they got it, the source was on VHS. So I guess they plugged it in, put a VHS in, and that worked. So, and then I guess they put the DVD in and realized it didn't work, and they sold it as is. Of course, I was thinking, I'll take a chance on this, took it home, and that's exactly what they didn't do. Is when they put the DVD in, all they had to do was hit the source button to change that red light over the DVD. So I got this for $12.99. I was able to sell it for $120. And this is the Magnavox, the MW9. I think I think it's MG9. There's another one. I sold that one a lot too, and I'm able to find it for probably $20 or $30, and that one goes for around $200 to $250. I found one new one time as well. Sold that one for $300. They go they sell really well. Magnavox, Toshiba, Samsung. You know, just look them up when you come across the ones that record. Also, even the ones that don't, even the combos that's VHS and DVD, you know, even if they don't record, just that combo alone still sells on certain brands. So be sure to look for those as well. Also, I have some other little toys I was able to find. This right here, this vintage Jordan gold that hangs on your closet door or whatever. It's missing the net, a little broke right there, but it still probably goes for around $30, $40 on eBay. Found that for about $1. This Walt Disney school bus, it's metal, tin, even still has that. Found that for $3. Able to turn that for, it looks like it's going for around $45 to $75 on eBay. And of course, his Wii U's in boxes. The one down here is used. This one right here is brand new. And I find these things at Cash America pawn shops, Easy pawn shops, and all for around like $30 to $40, depending on the condition or depending on which pawn shop. Some of them just price them differently. Some like to sell them for $50, but the majority I sell $30 to $40. Even that one that's right here, which I said was new on the top, $35, and it's still completely, everything in it was wrapped, sealed, never touched. Easily sell it for $300. Also, I like to sell the Wii U's. There's one right here in the box. Recently, Nintendo discontinued these because of the Switch that's come out. So yeah, I mean, also here there's a game. We got another GameCube here in the box. So I sell a lot of game systems. Some of the Amiibos, as you see, there's a Link one. But those go pretty good as well, especially the ones that are Link. Those 30th anniversary ones that they put out go for a good bit. So keep an eye on those Amiibos as well. But anyhow, let's get down to it. Let's start making this solution here. Because we have some disc here that I have to spin. Storyteller. This is out of print. Used, this right here goes $20. New, probably around $50. It's been out of print for a really long time. Showed you this one the other day. It was a little nicked up, but not too bad. It's not going to take long. This is print. It's 3121. And also, Becker Season 1 here is out of print, which I think they're about to come out with the complete series. And usually when they do that, the price of this will go down. But it's not out yet, so you know someone still wants it, and they paid $35 for that. And I think I found it for around $10. Alright, so let's get started making this solution. I'll show you exactly how I do it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can give you a good range here of what we're going to do. So we're going to take our bottle, take this solution here. This is just the lens cleaner. You can get this at Sam's. It's I think a 2-pack. It comes with some really good like wiping cloths too. So we're gonna go and pour. This is a bigger bottle. We'll pour all that in there. And it was probably to about right here. So you don't want to pour all of it in there, but just pour some in. Especially if you're only using this size bottle, only leave about that much in of the solution. Fill some with water and then the wax and shake it, and then go from there as far as adjusting the solution. Let's take our wax. Let's shake this up good. And this is just the Mother synthetic wax. Before we put that in, we'll go ahead and put in some water so I can see exactly what we need. And again, I'm just making the solution for my JFJ Easy Pro. It tends to work a lot better than the solution that they give you, and it's definitely more cost effective than to have to buy their solution, because their solution can cost a lot. I'm just going to start with that just so I can still shake this good. I don't want to fill it all the way up because it'll definitely be hard to mix. Alright. Make sure that's tight. Like so. Shake it up good. Kind of leaking out a little bit right there. Alright, so we're basically going to want to try to see the thickness of that. As you can see, better set like in the light. So we'll start with that for now. I love the JFJ Easy Pro. It lasts a long time. I'm saying it, you know, this one's lasted me 2 years. They last a good 3 to 4, you know, just take care of them. So we're going to get our disc pad ready. There's our thing that holds the disc. We're going to take a disc here. We'll start with Storyteller. Now, one thing about this machine is because I'm out in the garage, in the wintertime, these particular pads sitting out here, they can get kind of hard. So what I like to do, and when they get hard like that, and you spin the disc, they will leave little tiny hairline marks on the disc. So instead of having those little hairline marks, I keep this little heater out here, and basically with this heater, you know, you just turn it on, and you would take your pad and just let it sit like for a little bit on the heater, just to warm it up. Because if you warm these pads up, it'll soften it up, and it won't leave those hairline marks at all on the disc. Because you can start to get these discs looking like new with this particular machine, and they make better machines than this. They can run you anywhere from, you know, $500 to $2,000, and you don't need it, because this machine works just as well as long as you know, have a good solution to put on the disc. But so we're just going to spray. Probably going to need a little bit more wax than that. You see, it's not very waxy. It's more too wet. So we're going to see how it looks by doing that. Typically, I only do 20 seconds. Start with 20, and I work my way. If I look at the disc, it looks like it needs another 20, I'll do that. Maybe sometimes 20 and then a 10-second. I hardly ever use 2 minutes, because that's what it goes up to, and I hardly ever use a minute. The only reason I ever use 2 minutes or 1 minute is if the disc looks really bad. And sometimes every now and then, if it does look really bad, I will use the sanding pad, and you only do that for about 10 seconds. And then you would put your regular pad in and put the wax on, and then do 2 minutes after the sanding pad, and then just kind of go from there as far as how it looks. So let's check that disc out. Looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. One little mark right there, but that did pretty good. I'll probably add a little bit more wax to the compound, and that'll definitely take that out. And yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I hope you subscribe, and also hit that like button. Thanks, guys.